Hey guys, Mallory Skinner here. So I have promised a few of my friends that I would create a video and let you guys know about our new addiction palette. Okay, this is palette 1. I'm going to be using that one today for my video. We have two other palettes. We have a palette that has grays and blacks, as well as a palette that has some pinks and purples, different shades like that. So if you're not crazy about the looks of the one that I'm using today, let me know. I can show you the other two as well, okay? So this morning at 5:30, I did my makeup, okay? I have removed my eye makeup from this eye, but this is the makeup that I applied at 5:30 this morning, okay? So this eyeshadow will stay in place all day. You don't have to worry about reapplying it. Maybe just if you come home at night and you're going out to dinner, maybe you want to just make it a little bit more of a night look, or you can do different things with it all day long. So I'm going to use 2 to 3 of the shades and create one look, but as you can tell, there's a lot of different options in one of these palettes, so definitely makes it worth the money, okay? So first thing I do is I apply our Glorious Face and Eye Primer onto my eyelid. I've actually already done that, so I've been letting it dry, so while I was talking to you. I use our brush. This is one of our new brushes. It has a sponge on one end and then an angled shadow brush on the other. This one is great for the palette because it gives you a couple different options of how to apply. We have several different brushes that you could use. There isn't a specific brush that you have to use with this. This is just the one that I prefer. Definitely worth the really $15 that this brush cost, okay? So what I do first, I use Elated, which is just a light tan. I take our sponge side of the brush and I'm going to apply it all over the upper part of my eyebrow bone just to help kind of highlight up there, and I usually go into my crease a little bit. Alright, then I flip it over and use the other side, and I personally love our Brassy. It looks very similar to our Elegant cream eyeshadow, which is my absolute favorite and was actually pictured on the Today Show for not only for a great eyeshadow but also for highlighting. So just like the cream eyeshadow, you probably could use Brassy for highlighting and giving a little shine to your cheeks. Definitely worth checking out, okay? So I apply that all over my eyelid. Then I flip my brush over and use the angled side. Swanky looks very similar to our Tenacious cream eyeshadow, which is another one of my favorites. So I apply that in my crease, as well as I start to blend it into my actual eyelid. Okay. It is okay if the first time you start applying your eyeshadow it doesn't blend all together, because that's what using these brushes are for, is at the end you can go back and kind of make everything blend together. Okay, so using that same end, I'm going to add the Zelius to it. It's a little darker, so I just add a little bit more in the corner, because the look that I like to go for kind of fades from a lighter to a darker, just to help make my eyes pop a little bit more. Okay, so after I have applied that, if I feel like it's not blending well, I can use that same end of the brush, or I can even go back and use a little bit of the Brassy on the sponge side and kind of help blend it. Another option is I like to use one of our other, this is called the liner and shader brush. It has a smaller end on there, as well as one of the brushes on this side, and I usually will kind of rub it all together to help it blend. And then I like to use the angled brush to add a little bit of the darker shades underneath, kind of like an eyeliner there. Okay, So, one look from this palette, several different options, okay? You don't have to just do one look. This one just happens to be my favorite. Different things you can do, different look for day and night. They're definitely fun to play with, definitely worth the money. They last all day. So let me know if you want to check them out, okay? Thanks, guys.